And Romney had some odd moments, like when describing his efforts as governor to recruit more women for cabinet positions.
I went to a number of women's groups and said, can you help us find folks? And they brought us old binders full of women.
Couple of things. One, the women's group was called MASCAP, and they approached Governor Romney, not the other way around. And two, my guess is they did not refer to what they presented as whole binders full of women, but perhaps referred to it as a well-organized collection of qualified resumes. But hey, binder of women, book of broads, notebook of nipples, whatever. But of course, Mitt Romney still had an ace in the hole. The Obama administration's confused handling of the consulate attack in Libya killed 4 Americans.
It was a terrorist attack, and it took a long time for that to be told to the American people. Whether there was some misleading or instead whether we just didn't know what happened, I think you have to ask yourself, why didn't we know 5 days later when the ambassador to the United Nations went on TV to say that this was a demonstration? How could we have not known?
Oh! Mr. President, you just walked into a mid-storm.
The day after the attack, Governor, I stood in the Rose Garden and I told the American people and the world that we were going to find out exactly what happened, that this was an act of terror, and I also said that we're going to hunt down those who committed this crime.
Forceful. Remind people that killing terrorists is kind of your thing. But still does not fully explain the colossal confusion-fueled ups that were Benghazi. As long as Romney doesn't inexplicably walk into some weird, nitpicky semantic trap that hadn't even really been set.
I think it's interesting the president just said something which is that on the day after the attack, he went to the Rose Garden and said that this was an act of terror.
Oh, boy.
That's what I said.
You said in the Rose Garden, the day after the attack, it was an act of terror. It was not a spontaneous demonstration. Is that what you're saying?
Please proceed, Governor.
There's your first clue. When you feel you're about to spring what you, Governor Romney, think is the checkmate moment of the debate, and your debate opponent says to you, please, proceed. Hold on. Are you trying to open that door? Allow me to open it wide. The door that you appear to want to walk through. But when your opponent does that, you might want to take a breath and wonder if, a la Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner, that door your opponent is pointing to is merely paint on a rock.
Please proceed, Governor.
I want to make sure we get that for the record, because it took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
He did, in fact, sir. So let me call it an act of terror.
Did you say that a little louder,
He did call it an act of terror. It did as well.
Can you say it a little louder, Candy? Can you say it a little louder? Now just the ladies. Can the ladies say it? Can I get a whoop whoop? Please, Governor Romney. Proceed. It was that kind of night for Romney. And the evidence of Obama's victory and resurgence was everywhere post-debate. MSNBC no longer seemed suicidal. CNN, of course, looked to be shooting a virtual dick-in-a-box video. And, of course, Fox News, well...
And the questions, there were 11 of them, 6 were clearly pro-Obama. I think it was softballs.
Topics that we haven't heard much about.
3 extra minutes for Obama.
Moderators in these debates should be part of the furniture.
Did she assist the president?
Mid-sentence to fact-check him through the presidential lifeline.
It's the worst debate moderation.
What the heck is that about?
No. Don't help them. Just let them cry themselves to sleep. It's the only way they'll learn.